Hey folks, watching the restream, watching the, what do you call it, the recorded stream. How you doing? 1010 Noggin. Getting ready to play some more Fallout 76 today. And unintentionally last night, this is kind of unfortunate because the first part of the stream was a mess, but I did a test stream to basically try out some different settings, odds and ends of things, doesn't really matter. But the point is, I decided while I was playing, like I've had a hard day at work, I'm just going to keep playing a little bit. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to keep playing, and so during the test stream, I actually got the last of the violet flux I needed to build. I'll take a look at it here. Thinking. The prime 50 caliber machine gun. So damage is pretty, significantly higher now, considering how fast it fires, especially. Downside, of course, is that I have 0 ammo. And making the ultracite ammo is going to be a bit of a chore. So you have to, well, first of all, I have to focus here for a minute. Concentrated fire and long shot. Okay. Oh, jeez, I'm doing the wrong thing again. Okay. Concentrated fire. Long shot. What I'm trying to get to here is that you have to go and get a ton of the, like the violet flux, the irradiated plants. My brain is very one-track tonight. Hey, folks on Twitch. Hey, how are you doing? I'm used to you showing up on YouTube. I'm like, hey, how you doing there? Good to see you. Is YouTube being funky again? Is it not? Because we were having a heck of a time. That's why the first part of the stream, the test stream last night was so long, where it was just showing the credits, was I was trying to run it and then also check the notification and get it actually showing up on YouTube, like on my TV, and it would not show up. So I just moved on. Okay, so what I'm checking here is the requirements for crafting the ammo. So we go down to Ultracite ammo, and they're the 50 caliber rounds. You can see, so I'm going to need pure violet flux. So I only need 1 Ultracite, and all I need is 1 pure violet flux. YouTube didn't go live. Oh, YouTube. What are you going to do? I will reconnect my accounts later and see if that fixes it. The problem with this pure violet flux only being, sure, you only need 1. However, to make that pure violet flux, you need 10 of the 10 plants that produce violet flux. Plus, you're going to need hardened mass. I think it is. Like, you need a ton of stuff from the irradiated zones. So this is going to be a long haul. Now, the good news, though, is if you look at the quantity that I manufacture there, you make twice as much in one shot. No pun intended. So yeah, you make way more all at once, which is, last night when I was looking at this, it was, I didn't have that ammo perk enabled. And so I was seeing, and it makes 180, or no, it makes 200, which is still a little more than it did before. I'm like, oh, great, this is going to take forever. But no, 360 at a time, plus if I'm smart and I remember, I will have that super duper enabled. Every once in a while we'll make 2. This is still going to be a long haul, right? This is still a ton of work to do. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So anyone doing this who you want to get a weapon that uses the ultracite ammo, strongly recommend a few perks. And this may not even be a complete list, but we've got, just to show them all kind of in place, we've got Super Duper, which I have the level 3 so that I can get a 1 in 3 chance of duplicating the ammo when I craft it. And you can't make the pure violet flux. You can make the stable. Yeah, it's interesting. They seem to call it 2 different things. Like when you look at it in your inventory, I think it's stable. When you look at it in the ingredients for something that's pure, they seem interchangeable. There's a 1-to-1 ratio between them. So, yeah. Yay for confusion. Yay for renaming things. So yeah, Super Duper's one. Ammo Smith is the other. And I wish that they would let you do a level 3 one of these. I would absolutely do it. Level 2 is all you get, but still, you produce 80% more rounds when you're crafting. There might be some other ones. These are the main ones that I know. That's what I'm sticking to. I need to find the... There it is. Put that back on. And get rid of Super Duper and put Bloody Mess back on. Everything else is good. Now here's the problem. So now I'm down... Like, great. I need to go get some Violet Flux. Like, I could look down here and darn it, no one set off any nuclear bombs today. So we may have to wait a little bit for that. In the meantime... what am I going to do when one of the bombs is detonated? Because the gun I was using to get some of the materials, like let's for example, we'll go over here, we'll go to craft. This benefits from Super Duper 2, of course, so this also helps. So, stable Violet Flux. Take a look at that. That's what we're focused on. So I need 10 raw Violet Flux. You may have seen in the game yesterday that, you know, we confirmed that... Uh-oh, looks like encoding's overloaded. Just got a little error message. Let me know if the stream looks odd. Let's see. We're going to hit that. So that it'll let me know. Yeah, we're having some issues here. We're having some encoding lag for some reason. I'm going to leave that there just for a sec. I'm going to go shut something down and see if it improves. I used to have a script that did this automatically. I gotta do it manually right now. Set that up. Hit that. Better. Yep. Okay, so I was running last night too. I'll come to that in a minute. Let's focus on this. Okay, so the Newt Flora expires, right? It's vegetation. So you have to gather it and you have to use it pretty quick or it's going to go bad. And then, yeah, Jamie, I saw your note. Appreciate you looking that up. That confirmed that you can't, like I've got the cooler now, which stores meat, but you can't put the Newt Flora in there. From what you said, I saw that you could, there's the Better with Salt perk. I wonder where that, I don't know if I've ever seen that one in my stuff. But anyway, there's that, and then there's also the refrigerated backpack that you can get, which is like a, I think, a possum scout thing. Which, if I were to go and look at what I have left to do that, I've got a ton of work required to do that, and unfortunately, I don't have time to pursue that and everything else. So, so we basically just have to make sure that when we get the Newt Flora, that we use it right away. Like, gather up as much as we can. So you're not sure if it would work, but you have a perk that gives you twice as many plants when you collect it. Ooh. Green Thumb, but it would be nice to have for the flux. Do you know what category that's under? Is that under, like, luck or... Because that sounds flippin' awesome. Let's see. I don't think... But again, I may not have ever gotten that one in one of my packs. Or I've been ignoring it. I've just been like, nah, I don't like plant stuff, and moving on. There's also a possibility. I've heard someone was saying that Dodgy was actually pretty good. It seems like it would be, I don't know, Dodgy itself. Green Thumb. Oh, dude. And I don't have that one. That's a perception perk. Oh, man. That's brilliant. I'm going to try it. We'll find out. If it doesn't work, it's fine. Like, this is I've got a point to spend and nowhere to spend it but here. So we're going to try that. Awesome, man. And then on perception... Like, cracked shot, 10% more range and accuracy, long shot, concentrated fire. I can probably get rid of that. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of concentrated fire. put on Green Thumb. Now, the other reason I'm putting that on now is it's not just for the Newt Flora. I also yesterday got, right over here again, a couple other things we want to look at. So under healing, notice that I have a Radaway recipe. So I can make my own. And that one, there are some other perks that are really good to use with that. So I've got to collect glowing fungus. So that perk that you just told me about, which is, thank you again, that is just brilliant. That's going to help here. That's going to help me make lots and lots of my own Radaway. So I will be looking out for those mushrooms so that we can build them. We're also going to keep an eye out for antiseptic because I think that's used there and also, yep, in the stim pack. So we'll keep that going. And maybe gather up a little steel. Is that needed for Radaway too? Nope, nope, just purified water. Okay. So, the other perks that will help there, if I hop out again real quick. Whoops, no, really go do it. Oh, I'm so used to it showing me the what do you want to do with your points menu. Like it's been ages since I haven't had any points to spend. I feel a little weird. Anyway, let's go to, is it intelligence? It makes sense it would be intelligence. Yeah, so chemist. So again, it's a level 1 only, but you get double the quantity when you craft chem. So that, again, combined with super duper, you can just rake it in. So we'll be making a lot of our own stuff now. Gotta find the blood packs. It's one thing I haven't seen a ton of, so I'll have to keep my eye out and kind of figure out what those look like and find a good place to get them. So one more thing here before we're off to the races. Or actually, one more thing before we deal with the next problem, really. And that is back to the Newt Flora just for a moment. So the violet flux, it's not just the raw violet flux. You need a glowing mass, a hardened mass, and high radiation fluids. Well, we figured out yesterday that those only come from killing things. This gets to the next problem, which is I don't just have to go into the irradiated zones and like gather up a bunch of plants. That wouldn't be so bad. I could, stay undercover, run away from monsters, and gather up all the ferns gather all the ferns to my heart's content, but I can't do that. We actually have to go fight stuff. And I just totally nerfed my main weapon that I used down there. I don't even know if that's a proper use of the word nerf, but I'm going to pretend like it is. So what do we do now? Well, the first thing is we put away the prime 50 caliber machine gun because we can't use it right now. So I'm going to keep the Gauss rifle, and I'm also going to go into my weapon stash here and look for something else. What should we use there? Because I have some other things, like got a gatling plasma. It's a level 50. So that's an option. Good range. So that's one option. How much does that weigh? 14. How much does the... See, the stream doesn't look weird, but your internet can only handle 160p most of the time for Twitch. Oh, okay. Good. That's good to know too. Yeah, I think I don't see any more warnings. So what was going on is I had that little animated face last night, and it's fun. I like using it. It's really fun to use, but I've cranked up the CPU requirement for the stream. Like, I want the stream to be the best quality. So now trying to run face tracking software that also renders the picture and also superimposes it on the stream while also running the game, it's getting too much for the... I have a decent computer, but it's about 3 to 5 years old. No, it's more than 3. It's 4 or 5 years old now. And so, not like it gets tired or something, but I mean, running, more current games at fairly high resolution, all this, it just adds up. So I shut that down, and it seems to have dealt with at least what I'm seeing on my end. So hopefully that'll do it. Let's see. So there's the prime 50 cal machine gun, which weighs about 16 and a half. We'll say that. A couple things I've got. I've got a radium rifle. That's not so great. That stain is my syringer that I modified that I mentioned before. I have a shovel. I don't know. So the only reason I have a shovel is there's one quest that requires a shovel, and then they're hard to find if you don't already have one. So we have a light machine gun. Takes 308s, and I've been typically selling that ammo, but it's light. It literally does not weigh that much. And then there's the gatling gun. I'm kind of thinking the gatling gun, even though it weighs more, the downside being, again, I have no ammo. So I'm going to have to go ammo hunting. But we're going to take the gatling gun, and I'm actually going to put this back. Because when I'm down there, I need something that's going to be good close up. I'm not looking for more long-range weapons. I've got long-range weapons, plenty of them. Look how empty all this is. Sheesh. Okay, do I have any RadAway right now? I should. I would hope so. I do. I was going to say I made some last night. Alright, and then number 3 used to be the 50 cal. We're going to take that, and just so that my brain thinks heavy gun is on 3, right? So, where's the... My eyes will not focus on. There we go. High capacity Gatling gun. An 8 is nothing right now, and that's fine by me. We'll leave that empty. I don't need something right there. Alright, so now we got to figure out what do we need for ammo for the 5mm. And shouldn't be too bad, I wouldn't think. I hope. Sounds like I have a guest. Man, I've had more people lately. There we go. Gunpowder, lead, and steel. Nice and basic. Simple. So, let's go perk up. And... oh, nice. Funny, I hardly ever sell the nukes.
Nice work. Sensors indicate the problem squatters have been removed.
You're welcome.
From time to time.
That's bizarre.
Have additional assignments for you to carry out.
Why do I have choose a new perk card again? I am confused. Alright, did I just level up? Like, why do I have another... Really, I got no idea. Alright, well, I'm going to ignore that for the moment. Go in here and put on Super Duper and... sorry for all the flipping there. An Ammo Smith. And we can just make one right now, but that's fine. Alright, go up to ammo. And where out my eyeballs. There we go. Alright, let's hope for a dupe. Bam! Did it. Awesome. Okay, switch out the perks again. Bloody mess. Action girl. I think we're good. Let's go get stuff. We need lead and steel. And we gotta try out this gun. So what does it even look like? I haven't used it forever. Ooh. Really? There we go. Stop it. Oh, and clank. Oh, no. Yeah, I gotta check. Am I wearing my... yeah, I've got my armor on. All the switching back and forth in and out of the armor last night. I wanted to make sure I was still wearing some. Purified water. We're gonna need more of this, too, for making our own chems. Whoops. Alright. So I haven't really let that thing cut loose yet. That's fine. We need something bigger to try it out on. All the things around here are going to be like one hit and they're done. Let's head up to the penitentiary, but let's do it in 2 quick hops. Going to be cheap today. Save my caps. So the other thing about that icon I use is I have to keep my face almost perfectly still for it to keep tracking. So if I want to turn my head to the right to go over and look at comments and that kind of thing, it's kind of a pain. It loses tracking. So if I really want to do that, I'm going to have to get like a head-mounted cam so that it stays right in front of my face, and I'm probably going to have to run that on a separate computer and then feed the video into it's going to get very involved. But I do like it. I worked really hard on making that thing, so I do want to set it up at some point. It's kind of fun. Let's go rub our face in some danger. This is still pretty mild danger, really. This is really mild danger. It's already dead. Someone beat us to the danger.
Where are my guards? I got another patrol ready to make the rounds. All guards are urgently needed in my office.
So ordinarily I go up to the top and start picking them off from there. Today we're just going to go in gun blazing. Like so. Not bad. Where'd you go? Oh. That's kind of fun. That's nice dancing. I like that. Who's next? Line them up. Woo! That'll work. Unfortunately, chain link fence stops bullets in this world. I have to come all the way over here to get you. That's awesome, man. I don't remember this thing naturally being this powerful. I mean, these guys are still not super high level or anything. I gotta pick up the whole point is to get the steel and stuff too. I gotta work on that. Let's see, you're probably gonna sell your gatling gun. It was good for a while, but it does 40 damage, and being level 42 isn't that great. Yep. So is it also like a level 30 or 40 gun? There we go. How are we doing for range on this thing? That's not that great. Yeah, I'm like, can you aim with this? What does that even look like? What's that I'm hearing? Is that him twitching or something? There's someone down there. I don't know. We'll find out. Any metal or anything up here? Dog tags. That'll work. You know, I'm actually kind of curious to see how this thing does against everything I have to go up against compared to the Ultracite gun I'm making. We'll see. Grab all the things. Let's see, someone already set off a grenade there. Level 20, 25. Yeah. Definitely time to upgrade. Oh, I hate it when there's no lead here. This is such a great spot for it. And lately, that's probably about the 6th time I've gone. Here, I'm going to try this. Oop. The 6th time I've gone, and no lead, no weights out there. It's a bother. Oh, whoops. That used to do the whole aiming from the side thing. That's a little weird. I was like, what do you mean nothing? He had it done. That worked. I'm getting kind of low here. Metal and metal. Who's shooting? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Good stuff there. I'm not gonna actually bother grabbing the 50% cores. They still weigh a lot, and they really don't help that much. I'm doing fine for cores right now. Pardon me while I mute myself for a moment. I have to scream at my kids who are cooking dinner and letting the stove timer beep until dinner incinerates. There we go. I had to use my belly voice. No, we don't want the fertilizer right now. Who's out there? Back up from it. Where's the other guy shooting me? Is that you? No diamond there today. There's the other guy. This is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to being able to try this thing out on a Scorch Beast. To look for some ways to upgrade this thing too. Alright, so the limiting factor right now is probably going to be lead. I don't think I've found a lot since the last time I made ammo. Oh, you're thinking you've never heard beeping in the game? Yeah, I know. And that sound carries really well, so. Oh, tired going up the stairs. Hey, a fan, good. There we go. Man, I was getting mad last night not being able to pick up the ferns I was finding. I only need 10. I'm going to die here. I found what I need to find, but you won't let me pick it up. That was a nuisance. No gang here today. Well, that's fine. I'm kind of gotten used to wearing my power armor, and I almost jumped off the ledge. That would have been unfortunate, to say the least. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go scrap stuff. And I'm not in the right place. Oh, branch. Anything else? Yep, there's that. I missed a lot of stuff. Paint cans over here usually. Don't see them today. There's a bucket. We can do that. Alright. Swap out our build here. Get ready for it. Makeshift Warrior we'll get rid of. So Makeshift Warrior I put on there because I wanted to have... What was it? So I got the level 2 Pharmacist now, which improves my use of Radaway. Only had 1 point left, and I've got some pipe weapons, so I figure having that there, didn't hurt. So that's where that came from. So I'm going to put on Scrapper, and we'll go ahead and put on, just in case we can actually make some ammo, we'll put that there. Okay. So we're going to scrap stuff first, scrap all the junk. Weapons. Leave that alone, leave that alone, leave that alone. Carefully. There we go. A lot of steel. How much for each one? 4. Yeah, it's okay. Alright. See how we do. Yeah, okay, 30... Oh, I'm doing okay for lead, actually. Steel is definitely the bigger issue. Let me hear it. Come on. There we go. Oh, just the 3. Duped 1. But yeah, we should be pretty well set now. 640. How do we do? 500 it loads all at once. I may have been using the wrong gun, man. I can't remember why I put the scene away. Maybe I had like a bad experience with it or something. It just didn't do. You know, I may not have had these at the time either. I think that's probably making a pretty big difference. Oh well, good to have options. I'm half tempted to make that Radaway one a level 3, because it turns out I'm needing that a whole lot more than I would have thought. Where's the Makeshift Warrior? Is that the pipe one? That's melee. Licensed Plumber. Did I have that one in there? I may have had the wrong one. Your pipe weapons break 20% more slowly. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, I wasn't actually doing that mission, so you go ahead and tell me I failed. Alright, well, why don't we go find something a little bigger? What can we take out? It's a little bit more challenging. It's going to be down this way. I could just go down here. I don't have my power armor on, but that's fine. I don't really mainly need that for hello. There we go. Mainly need the power armor for shielding. Yeah, let's go ahead and just, well, head on down. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get the violet flux and all that because no one has set off a nuke. But that's just fine. Oh, the Good with Salt perk is in luck. Thank you. So, unfortunately, I can't get it now. I'll have to wait a little bit. And I have to level up again before I can get anything else. But I will be looking for that. So I'm like, wait a minute. Is it like just walking around down there? No, it's probably already dead. Look at all the carcasses. Oh. Nope. There we go. Okay, let me gear up here. That was not part of the gearing up, but that's okay. Come on back down. Just like that. Thank you. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, high capacity, that's good. And I got someone hitting me. Sneaking up on me there. Ow. Stim pack. Did it do it? It didn't. Stim pack. My stim packs are unassigned. I'm about to get toasted. I don't know how that happened. Apparently I ran out. Overwhelmed. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got the weird extra one. I forgot about that. The why do I have that perk point? I'm going back. I got stuff down there. I worked hard for that. Now, of course, what I'm going to have to do here... Man, that was bad. It wasn't just that I ran out of stim packs. Yeah, I've got a super... Got some ribs. We'll do that. I ran out of action points, too. Oh, there we go. Let's do that. So we'll assign those. And I gotta do this quick because they're gonna come back. Neutral quantum. There we go. Yep, I see you there. And let's make sure we take one of those. Did it do it? I can't hear it. Oh, it's because of that. I'm getting awfully tired of that. Where are you? Dead. Alright. 2 of them. Oh, smokes. Alright. Dealing with the issue. One little problem at a time. So it was not giving me the Rad-X because I was targeting something, and when you target something, apparently you tie your own hands. Alright, that's not bad. That's a little better there. Now we're going to do a Psycho. You're not the one I was shooting before, are you? Come on. Alright. You guys are super annoying. Another one. Get a job. Woo! Someone's got a fun toy over there. Come on down. Come on. Stay on the move here. It'll help keep the this ground scorch from gathering up too much, and help to avoid the radiation attacks. Oh, it's a super mutant over there. Interesting. Legendary Scorch Beast. You're not the one I really want to fight. Alright. No. Oh, come on. Move on. Move on. So now I'm walking slow because I'm injured. I'm going to have to stay in here for a minute. No, I'm not dealing with you, pal. Alright. What does this do? Melee damage and stuff. So let's do that. Basics, right? Make sure that's loaded up. So it's not bad. My big mistake in coming down here like this was that I wasn't prepared with meds, right? So I put it this way: I have accumulated the data I need. I'm gonna take that data and live. Oh no, I forgot. I've got my stuff there. I've got to grab. Yeah, I'm still curious about that perk point and why it magically showed up all of a sudden. Okay, back out. There's Mr. Faceplant. Door takes a long time to go through. Hey, Twitch people, how you doing? You know, it's been doing that server glitch enough, it's almost best to hang back for a little bit until it gets it out of its system. Alright. Let's go look for our steel and whatnot. Seem to have recovered from my broken leg. Oop. Med-X. Deal with you. Now, where's the marker is the only thing. I'm not seeing it. I may have to write off all that steel I found. I used quite a bit of it. Yep. I'm going to get toasty here if I'm not careful. Oh boy, here we go. that stings. Alright. And that's her last. So that's it. That's our cue. Oh, not that. You'll probably have disease for you, at least one. There we go. So, yeah, not so bad. I mean, if I had gone down there better prepared with meds, I think that would have gone okay. I'm kind of curious. I mean, so the gun worked really well on the ground troops, right? It's actually much, much easier to take those guys out. Didn't seem to really do the same proportion of damage to the Scorch Beast itself. And it might just, it's probably a range thing. But all the same, I'm still looking forward to getting better results from the Ultracite, the Prime 50 cal, once we have some ammo for that. Everyone's done playing for the evening. Okay. What else is shooting over there? May as well. So putting these up on the risers has worked a little bit better. I haven't had as many incidents of them shooting one another. It's taking longer for them to wear out. Seems to be doing the trick. Yeah, scissors. We need steel. Okay. So let's go take a look at luck. Better criticals, bloody mess, can do, captain, class 3, savvy. Junk shield. What is junk shield? Up to 10. Oh, okay. Lucky break. Mysterious savior. My wife maxes these out. The mysterious savior, mysterious stranger, and they actually work pretty well. The guy shows up pretty often, and he may not take that many shots, but he makes them count. Good with salt. There it is. Oh, I have one. Okay. Well, let's see. The thing here is I would have to transfer a point from somewhere else to actually take advantage of that. So where's the... I don't actually want to get it. I just want to look. 30%, 60%, 90%. Because right now, the things that I put over here... Oh, so there's the other problem with the gun. Is I had Super Duper enabled, which that actually reduced my damage significantly. Yeah. So that was the other problem there. So I'm going to hang on to the perk point for right now. And I'm just going to go down. That's not the most thrilling thing in the world, but that's cool. I've got to go gather some mushrooms for Radaway. And either go buy or figure out how to make some stim packs.
They call it Lifelike, Maddie. Yeah, I just saw that.
So mushrooms, I'm finding, tend to grow. Yep. Perfect. We're going to ignore the crazy bots today. Well, there are usually some around the river. There are a bunch. Where am I thinking I saw them? Pretty sure I saw them along here. Oh, yep, there are some more. I was going to say, because last night I really didn't have that much trouble finding them, which is nice. Just keep going up the riverbed here. Creek bed, whatever you want to call it.
Dinner in like 3 minutes.
Let's see. I think there are also some under the bridge around here somewhere. It's been one of those things. I don't want to use that all the time. It's been one of those things I've basically just ignored for a long time because, you know, it's so many things. You just don't use it very much. Now I'm like, wait a minute, where are all the places I saw that? Oh, it's a possum. Don't want to shoot the possum. Ferocious looking thing. And... oh, nope. Not even the one that you find on the floor sometimes. Seems like people miss that one every once in a while. Turn out the light so I can see a little better. There's some. Oh, no there aren't. So weirdly, your internet will only allow listening to my audio and still be tidying out. Oh man, that's no good. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I go back and watch the streams to kind of just gauge them for quality and try to get ideas on how better to do things. And I'm kind of curious to see what this one looks like tonight. Last night during the test, there was a part of it where I started getting that warning and the quality actually did drop. But that was at the same time that it was telling me that I couldn't actually buy something from someone's vending machine because there was some kind of, like, the trade failed on the server. So there were multiple issues going on. We're having a lot of problems with our internet daily right now too. And the guy I worked with actually explained it really well. This is not an area I normally work with, so I really don't know it very well. But I explained that the issues started happening, these periodic outages, once we upgraded our connection. Since I work from home, and I work in software, oh sheesh, having enough, go ahead. Having a really good internet connection is kind of a necessity. It's part of the job. So we upgraded our connection, and then yeah, not too long after, started getting these weird random periodic outages. So I've been talking about how I need to test if it is, you know, I need to know if it's our router or if it's happening at the modem. Well, Guy explained today that typically what they do to increase bandwidth, the way they subdivide channels, can also make them more susceptible to noise. So it could be that the signal we get has always been noisy. But now it's causing problems because now it is subdivided into more channels and so more sensitive to the noise that may have always been on the line. Kind of an interesting thing. And I'm saying all that like I get the principle, but it's new information and it's not something I'm well versed in, so I'm repeating some things that I will admit I do not fully understand. But it's a good lead. I'll use it to try to figure out what's going on. I kind of expected to find more mushrooms around. Like, I expect them to grow wherever it's dark and kind of murky. And I would think that would be between the trees. Maybe I should go back to the creek. I'm willing to bet we're going to see them along there. It's like it has to be more damp or something. Look, nope, come on. There we go. Interesting. Looks like there are a lot of them back in Flatwoods. I'm not seeing nearly as many up here as I would have thought. Wrong kind of mushrooms there. So yeah, it's interesting now, knowing what the irradiated zones do to the flora. Looking around at all the things that are growing here, where it's been like, man, they invested a lot of time in making all these plants. What are they all there for? Are they all just there for making tea? Well, no. But you'll find out. Boy, I'm not seeing anything. That's okay. We'll just explore. Gonna have to learn the spots that are good for finding this stuff anyway. Okay, so there's some of that. Whatever you call that stuff. Nothing. So, is this kind of a new problem you're having just tonight with the internet connection and what you're looking at here, or is this something that just happens every once in a while? Nothing again. Yeah. Snaptails is what those are called. Okay, well there goes that plan. I thought I was going to find more along there. We're not, so let's go check somewhere else. Is that the junkyard? Let's transport somewhere. Let's go to... Hunter's Ridge, maybe. Go to the hot dog place and walk up the river from there. Only happens with Twitch. Oh, okay. That's actually good feedback too. That's good to know. You know, I generally don't go back. I mainly watch on YouTube for checking things. I will make a point of watching the Twitch recording as well. Mixer says it records all your streams. I've never been able to get it to actually keep them. It's like, oh, we automatically record all your yada yada yada, and I go look and like, nope, you haven't done anything. I'm like, pretty sure I have. I've talked to people while I'm streaming. Oh, there we go, jackpot. They're there, but they're not pickable. Okay. Happens sometimes. What about you? Nope. It's kind of a nuisance. I don't know why. I don't like it when you see... Oh, there we go. Big cluster. Gotta find... Oh, I guess someone else probably came along. Oop. See what my phone's trying to tell me here. Couldn't tell you. Alright, well, we'll leave that there. Already got those, yes. Okay, good. Now these probably spoil pretty quickly, so I'm going to want to head back pretty soon. Start making as much radaway as I can. So it looks like I want to call it the West Coast. It's not really a coast, but the West End is one of the better places to get the glowing. Yeah, look at all of them. You're all fakes. Okay, I can pick you. Nope, we don't want to go in there. Hey, little guy, come here. There we go. Yeah, look at all this. This is the spot. Get over there. Nope. You know, it's funny. There have been a lot of times I've considered selling my excess radaway, and I thought, nah, no one's gonna want it. You can find it everywhere. It's like, well, I don't know. Once you get to the point where you're having to, come on, jump over the rock. Good. Are you kidding? Come on, man. There we go. Now I need the radaway from traipsing about in the river, and whoop, whoop, up there, and run and jump. Better. And I think this is plenty. And we'll grab that. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough water to make enough radaway, and then I'm going to be out of water for a while. So that's probably good. Let's go ahead and fast travel back. Every once in a while, your internet service craps out like last night. It refused to work. Yeah, you and me both. Last night was, which I've not had those problems again today. And it really does make me wonder if that other app I was running that does the face tracking thing, if that was, for me, if that had something to do with it. But then I was having a lot of internet problems at work today, too. So it's like all of a sudden everyone's at home and actually using their internet because of the COVID crisis, and turns out the infrastructure can't deal with it or something. Everyone's using Netflix. I actually heard that is a problem, actually. Netflix is a little overburdened with requests right now, or with, you know, their servers are overloaded. Because, yeah, there are a bunch of people at home watching Netflix. And, yeah, you get the idea. Alright, so let's put take off licensed plumber, put chemist on there. That's good. Take off bloody mess, put on super duper. Anything else? We got that. We got that. I think that's it. Anything we can scrap? Do I actually have any junk? Yeah, I got a little teeny bit. Radaway times 2. How much we got? Quite a bit. Good. Good. There's 4. Let me see how much I actually have before I just keep cranking it out. Yeah. 37. That is enough for now. I over collected. which is fine too. Alright, let's go ahead and cook. So I'm going to have to get going here. I may do another part 2 stream later to try out some more stuff. Yeah, I still had Super Duper on. It just didn't seem to do anything that time. That was kind of weird. Chemist and put this plumber on there. And how are we doing here? We'll eat the things that are going bad. And how much space? We have 4 that we can put in. Yeah, I could really just keep going, but let's not. So put in the grilled ragstag and more rat chunks. 1 more. Okay. Good. Those are fine. There we go. Okay. And we've got plenty now, so we may as well use one. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for right now. I'll go ahead and go up and just park her. So, a lot of people coming and going tonight. Kind of interesting for a Wednesday. But, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. And, like I said, ideally, I'll have a little bit more time a little later, but no guarantees. So, we'll just have to wait and see. Till then, have a great night. And we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Yeah, you have a great night too, Jamie. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and hey, also, before I forget, thanks very much for all the help. Like, things, your suggestions tonight were outstanding. I'm in a much better place than I was before, so I appreciate it.